Hi guys, welcome back. This is the Elephone U2 review. So you can actually pick up the Elephone U2 for only £170 at the moment, and that's the 64GB version. If you want the 128GB version, then you're going to be spending around £205 from Banggood. Links are in the description below. £165 for a phone with decent specs and the pop-up camera. So the U2 has a 6.26-inch Full HD Plus display with fairly narrow bezels, and the display is great for gaming as well. Huge, ultra wide screen. It's got decent viewing angles as well, and overall been quite impressed by the display. With the Helio P70 processor as well, you can run games absolutely fine. Been playing Asphalt 9 with no problem at all on high settings. So I'm using the Bluetooth controller today, the iPega. So it's also demonstrated the Bluetooth connectivity of the U2 as well. And so far so good. Boom. This beautiful full screen display is performing well. You're not going to have no problems at all with performance and lagginess, because I haven't really experienced that at all on the Elephone U2. Helps with the Helio P70 processor. It's got 4 gigs of RAM as well, and like I said, the gaming was absolutely fine. Opening apps as well is pretty quick. And gesture control as well is working absolutely fine. Yeah, so it's no slouch, it really isn't. And open back up again, absolutely fine. So the RAM management seems to work well, which is good. Clocks, camera. Yeah, it's all very good. So you've got no problems or no issues with performance, which is really good. Now for security and unlocking this, it has PIN and fingerprint sensor as well. It doesn't have front-facing ID, which I suppose will be a little bit slow if you're waiting for the camera to pop up. So the fingerprint sensor is what I've been using, and it is super fast. Always accurate. I think maybe the odd time it's not maybe unlocked. But now this hardware and software is very, very good and super fast. So if you missed my unboxing video, I showed the display there, and this is what it looks like. So here we go guys, full screen Elephone U2. Looks brilliant, love it. Full HD Plus display. The resolution is 2280 by 1080p. 19:9 aspect ratio, love that. Honestly guys, it is brilliant. Okay, let's look at some battery stats. Battery life is important for most people. 3,250 milliamp battery. The best screen on time I had was 6 hours and 44 minutes. I then had 5 hours and 57 minutes, but then I also had a 5 hour and 7 minutes. So it varied really between 5 and 6 hours, which is not bad, but only one day it really lasted me all the way through the day. I mean, it's definitely not poor. So for a lot of people, I think that battery life would be pretty decent. So I can show you a navigation clip just to show you that navigation was absolutely fine. The GPS signal was strong, and positioning was accurate as well. So I think it's about time we spoke about the camera. This is one of the main selling points because of the pop-up camera. That's one of the reasons I was attracted to the device, and because it was such an affordable price as well. So the front-facing camera is 16 megapixel and a 2 megapixel sensor. The rear is 16, 5 and 2 megapixel sensors with a depth sensor and a light enhanced sensor, which I don't understand what that's doing at all. There's no night mode or night feature on the device. There's low light performance issues, as with most budget smartphones, but I really like the selfie camera on this and the bokeh effect. You get some great results. It separates from the background really well. get some decent quality and colours. Again, on the rear, the camera is pretty good. Obviously excels outdoors. Dynamic range is not bad at all either. Hopefully you can see for yourself on these photos. But low light does let it down quite badly. Some of the photos, the selfie photos. Now when we switch to video, this is where it gets disappointing because it was quite jittery in the unboxing video. Someone did comment about how poor the rear camera was. So I tried open camera. So this video here now is without open camera. It's just normal rear video and it's jittery. So I think in terms of video for the Elephone U2, that's probably what lets it down. Because on the whole, some of the selfie photos and some of the photos I've got have been pretty good. Video is jittery though. This is daylight. Obviously it's a little bit darker here, but these are sort of the natural environments where you'll be using your smartphone, you'll be recording your family, your kids, or whatever. You're not going out capturing beautiful shots all the time and everything. You're going to be shooting in environments like this. But obviously this is the weaker point for the Elephone U2. It's a little bit jittery. So I thought I'd try open camera. I've had quite a few recommendations for open camera, and overall I think there was less jitter, but it struggled to focus at times. Because now I'm using the open camera app, which a lot of people have recommended and mentioned, and stabilization is enabled in the settings, which I said earlier. So I'm just going to walk, see if this is jittery. Seems to be a little bit of a focusing issue there at some point. Just focused on that because the video I played back earlier. Focus. Oh, that's a bit slow in focusing, but see if this is jittery. Look at all them Lego toys, eh? Right. So overall, I think the rear video is very poor and it needs looking at some updates or something. The front-facing video is better. The selfie video, though, I think is better. See there. Yeah, I think the selfie camera is better than the rear-facing camera. Don't know why. No idea. But again, natural sort of environment. I do definitely prefer the front-facing camera on this. I think it's more stable as well. £200 smartphone roughly, so you are going to have to make some sacrifices. There's no real focusing problems or real jitteriness on the front-facing camera. It's just the rear that lets it down. That's my summary of the Elephone U2 camera. Okay, so this brings me to the end of the review. If you're on a budget and you want a pop-up camera, then this is probably the cheapest pop-up camera smartphone out there. It has a very good display. It looks and feels beautiful. It's got a rapid fingerprint sensor. A cool body. I do have the boring black version though. You can get some other interesting colours. But build quality is excellent. USB Type-C as well. Battery life is pretty good. 5 to 6 hours you're looking at, maybe more than 6 depending how you use it. Speed and performance is great. Gaming is good. The front-facing camera picture mode is really, really good. I like the bokeh effect. It does it well. The detail is good. Rear camera as well is good. The rear camera is great as well. Low light, unfortunately, lets the phone down. But the biggest flaw for me is the rear video camera. It is poor. I don't really like it at all. It's very jittery. Open camera helped the jitteriness a tiny bit, but then focusing was affected. Front-facing video is better than the rear, but the Achilles heel, unfortunately for this, is the camera overall. If you're someone who's not bothered about cameras and you want a full screen display, then consider buying it if you're on a budget. It's not bad. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. please give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel as well if you're new, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.